Hey, it's me, Brianca Jay, and I'm here today with a brand new episode of Book Talk. Except today is a little bit different because I won't be talking books. I will be talking about YouTube and how to monetize your account in 6 months. Yes, that's our goal, 6 months. So that is actually bringing us right into it. Our first step is you need to set a goal for yourself. If you're going to get serious about YouTube, it's not impossible. It's not too late. It's the best time to plant a tree was yesterday. The second best time is today. You can do this. We can all do this. But the first thing we need to do is set a goal for ourselves. So for me, my goal is to get to 1,000 followers within 6 months. Um, and then, so YouTube wants you to have 1,000 followers and 5,000 hours of watch time. Naturally, once you get to 1,000 followers or you get to the 5,000 hours, you're not too far away from either one. So what's really important here is just that you key in on what you're going to do. So the first thing I did was go to my YouTube studio page where I upload content and figure out like where I am right now. Like where am I at the current time? So I already had a few videos up. I figured out what was working, what wasn't working, and I privated everything out and gave myself a bit of a fresh start. Then I came up with like 4 keys of success. These are 4 areas that I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on quality, marketing, consistency, and branding. These are the 4 areas of YouTube that I think I can best build my audience as well as crack through the algorithm. So the first thing is your quality. Everybody pretty much tells you this. Like I've been watching a ton of videos and everybody says the same thing. It's really about your content and your thumbnail. Like your camera, of course, you want to use a camera the best quality that you have. I'm not going to ask you to go out and buy a $2,000 camera. If you have one, great, you're ahead of the game. But if you don't let that stop you or deter you. It's a ton of videos out right now that tells you how to create videos on your cell phone. I actually use my laptop. I have a camera, but I found my laptop to be more rewarding because I don't have to move things around a lot. So it's whatever you need, but just go to the highest quality that you can afford to go to. Like if you all you have right now is your cell phone, that's okay. People will rock with you. The second thing you need to worry about is your thumbnail. Your thumbnail, if you go back to like the other videos or look on the side of the screen, you'll see like on the thumbnail, people have text and they have different edits, right? When you go to upload a video on YouTube, you're not going to get those options. You're going to get 3 stills from the video, and then it's going to have an option to upload a thumbnail. What you want to do is upload a thumbnail that captures the moment you're talking about. If you're going to be talking about books, it's good to have like a stack of books or anything to kind of bring people's energy to your page. So go ahead and make a thumbnail that represents what you're doing. I have 2 websites you can use for this. That are basically free. You can use Adobe Spark. It's actually on your phone or on your laptop, and I think it's like $9.99 a month if you buy the premium. Or you can use Canva, which is free actually and pretty easy to use. And you can go ahead and upload your thumbnail from there and make it very tailored down to what you want to say. It's a good idea to include some buzzwords. It's a good idea to include your title or any relevant details that would bring people to the page is what you need to include in your thumbnail. The last thing is you want to just use like content that is relevant. Because YouTube's such a big platform, you can pretty much talk about anything as long as you're talking from a place of like understanding what you're doing. You don't want to make people feel like you've wasted their time. If you're entertaining them, then you should be entertaining. If you're going to inform them, you should be informative. So just make sure that whatever you're talking about, you feel confident in and you know what is going on and you are in control of your video. You don't want people to feel like you've wasted their time or you don't know what's going on because naturally they're not going to follow you and they're not going to be a part of it. So think about how you're going to present yourself on camera and what you're going to do to make sure that you come off strong, confident, and knowledgeable about your subject matter. That's just on quality. Now, past quality, those are the basics. You want to think about your marketing. So when I'm looking at my marketing, I'm thinking about what areas can I really allow myself to shine the best. So the first thing I want to talk about is SEO, search SEO. I have a blog, you have Instagram or Twitter or any type of social media platform, you're familiar with SEO. SEO is simply the hashtags underneath your Instagram or the hashtags you put on your Twitter, or how you go in and buzzwords your blog. That's exactly what SEO is on your YouTube. So when you go to upload a video, there should be an area that allows you to insert tags. When you go to insert these tags, you should make sure that they're relevant to the content that you're putting up. A lot of people want to put up things that aren't relevant, like they'll be like Cardi B because she's a popular lead. But what's going to happen is now you've catfished somebody or you clickbaited someone, and now they're irritated. You have not gained a follower, right? So be very honest when you're using your SEO tags. Be very specific. The best thing to do is be specific. Don't look to be broad and just pull in anybody. Look to pull in your audience. To do this best, I would actually ask you to use the tag generator. I found rapid tags to be very, very helpful. You could just type in the title of your YouTube page, your YouTube video, and it will generate tags for you that are relevant to what you're putting up. So I would actually ask you to use that website. It's completely free, and it's going to allow you to be very specific and niche down on what you're actually talking about and not be so broad that you're turning people away, right? The other thing is your digital trail. So when I look at my top, like I go to my analytics and I look at where people are coming from, what areas they're coming from, and YouTube search is one, but Google is actually another one. And then you have your Twitter, Instagram, all these different outlets. And that's because you have a digital trail. When you are properly using your digital trail, everything is linked up in a meshed way, right? You're complete. So what I'm saying is that if your Instagram has a link to your Facebook, that has a link to your Twitter, that has a link to your YouTube page, and everything is very cohesive, people have a better understanding of exactly what you do, and they will look to you as the expert on that topic. So the very least you could do right now is you have all these websites. So think about, you have a Facebook, you have an Instagram, you have a Twitter, you have a LinkedIn, you have a Pinterest. Think about going back to all of these channels and updating them in a way that shows what you're up to right now and currently, and also gives links to your websites. Not only to your YouTube, but link all your other digital trails as well. Because, for instance, maybe they're not into YouTube right away, but they're really big on Instagram. And if they start following you on Instagram and see what you're doing and become a fan of you, they will eventually come. Like, this isn't going to be a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's going to be a long process. It's a 6-month plan. And so you want to set up your foundation to where everything is layered strong. Think about building a house. I'm not just going to slap together some boards real quick because I want to go inside. I'm going to build up my house nice because I want to live there for years to come. So that's what you're going to be doing with your digital trail, your digital network. It's linking it all up, getting it all very clear and concise. And if you're interested, some people even go as far as like getting the same theme on each platform. So if you're into pink on your YouTube, pink may be your color on your Twitter banner, as well as your Facebook banner, and they kind of keep that theme across. For me, I just like to make sure I have my links appropriate, everything is working, right? And I'm telling everybody on each of my sites exactly what I'm doing. So I'm not just like quietly hoping to get a brand new audience. I'm allowing people that are already following me because they've already decided that they like me to know what I'm up to. So don't be afraid to tell the people that are already agreeing to follow you to come follow you on YouTube. That's okay because they've already decided they like you. Why reinvent the wheel? Utilize what you have. So if you're big on Instagram, let your Instagram people know what you're up to. If it's Twitter, same thing. Just make sure you're letting the community that loves you be a part of your process. Don't ostracize anyone. It's no need to be shy. It's no need to feel inconfident. Like, be proud of what you're doing and allow yourself your greatest opportunity. And the best way to do that is to tap into the networks you already have. The next thing you need to do is your third key here is consistency. So I watched a really good video that broke it down mathematically for me because I'm a nerd. Because I wanted to know how many videos I needed to commit to in order to get to my goal. Like, just on average, how many videos would I personally need to commit to? The girl, and I'll link her page, her name's Kalichi, she actually did a formula where she used my watch time and my videos, the amount of videos I posted, along with how many followers I have, to determine on average how many videos I would need to post. from there, I knew I would need to post, I think it was like 40 something or 60 something around there. It was pretty high, but I had a goal now. I was like, okay, by the time I get to this threshold, I'm going to start seeing these amounts of results. So it made it very clear for me. So if you're a numbers person like me that needs to see like some data, then here's the video for that. But just on average, she did say on average, in order to get to a monetization point, most people need between 50 and 100 videos. That's what she said on average it takes. It also takes you doing this regularly. So you can't just go silent on people and expect them to continue to be fans of what you're doing. What you're going to have to do is do at least two videos a week. One video a week is cool. That is like going to make your monetization time a lot longer to get to. Like if you're uploading once a week, you're only giving people like once a week to get in touch with you, once a week to get to know you. If you're doing it 2 times a week, you're about average with any monetized YouTuber. And if you're doing 3 or more times a week, well, now you're killing the game. Now you're going above and beyond your competitors, and now you're probably going to bring your time even lower. You're probably going to bring your time towards monetization even lower and get there even quicker than the 6 months that I have planned for myself. Only thing I'm wanting to do with that is make sure that you're increasing your watch time. So you don't want to put a bunch of videos out just to say, oh, if I get 100, then I know I'm going to get to monetization. If you're putting out good content, like you can't just put out trash content, things that you're not proud of, and think that just playing the numbers game is going to get you there. That's not how it works. You need to be diligent. You need to be thoughtful about what you're putting out. And remember that this is your portfolio. When you put out stuff, it's not just going into the atmosphere. Real people are looking at it. Real people are getting familiar with it. And it's important to put your best foot forward every time you can. Like, you don't want to go out putting out stuff just to get to a number and a threshold, but now everybody associates you with being a clickbaiter or a spammer. So make sure that you're putting out things that are thoughtful, relevant, and necessary. Like if it's just nerdy but you love it, someone's gonna love it too. But if it's just like it's clickbait, it's not right, then don't do that. It's not gonna build you up in the long term. The other thing is branding. So to brand, the best YouTube pages have a niche. So the best bloggers have like a niche of what they're doing. Either they're just like, I do makeup or I do carpentry. For me, it's like I'm going to talk about books. So you need to figure out what you're going to talk about and what your expertise is going to be. It was really easy for me to choose because I had uploaded like several videos on YouTube throughout the years. And what I found out is that 2 videos from when I was doing research in college had gained 2,000, 3,000 views. Okay, well then, bam, people know. I know what people are looking for, what kind of content they're looking for, and it's actually my field of study. So it was easy for me to transfer over and just bring that knowledge to the front. So if you need to experiment like I did and figure out what's going to work for you on your YouTube page, that's okay. And once you find it, you just private out everything else and you focus on what that is. If you have an idea of what you're going to do, that's okay too. What's important is that you plan. When you plan ahead, once you get the analytics, you go to your YouTube studio, you see what's working, you see your analytics. Now you can say, okay, this is what's working for me. So I know to go in and make 2 or 3, 4 more videos like this. Or I'm going to go in and make all my content on this topic. Whatever it is you're going to do, but make sure you have a plan and you have enough content that's going to carry you through, right? So I know right now a lot of people are thinking about doing like those couple pages, and those are fun. Just make sure like you don't put your whole brand on a relationship. Like if you're like, I don't really make sure it's going to be something that you can keep longevity. Like, you don't want to utilize really buzzy topics just to get a lot of views. You're not going to be able to maintain it. Same thing with quality of your videos. Someone can come up and ask you to do a video at their studio for $4,000, but it's going to be free. But if you're not going to maintain that quality, then what's the point? Like, make sure you maintain your quality and you maintain the content that you're presenting. And your image. Remember that this is your image. It's all over the world. It's all over the net. Like for me, this is going to be connected to my career in a lot of ways. And I want to be sure of how I'm presenting myself. So if you're going to find that you don't like the type of thing you're talking about, or you're embarrassed about what you're talking about, you might want to think about changing your topic. Other than that, I would suggest you make evergreen type of videos. Evergreen videos are videos that will always be relevant. So if you're talking about how to draw a hand, well, that may not change, right? So just think about making content that can be relevant over time or universally relevant. I'll always need to know how to change the oil on a car, right? That is something I'll always need to know. So I want to make evergreen content. So my 6-month plan, how I plan on doing it. So now these are the 4 keys I'm looking into. Just the way I plan on doing it. I plan on doing 2 to 3 videos a month. I plan on focusing solely, 2 to 3 videos a month, 2 to 3 videos a week. This works for me. I'm a teacher. This works for me. I plan on keeping a very consistent plan using the scheduling option on YouTube, so that I won't be sitting down 3 times a week. I will have it scheduled out pretty appropriately. Once every video comes out, I'm going to also go from the video to my 5 distinct digital places and tell each of my 5 followings that I have a new video out, where they can find it. I'm not going to spam it, but I am going to let people know what I'm doing. After that, I'm going to keep looking at my analytics, see which videos are performing the best, and make more videos aligned to that. And I'm going to continue this process for 6 months. And to keep this very transparent and open, I will check in with videos like this monthly, and that way we can kind of hold each other accountable and say, okay, this is where it went, this is how it's working. So if I find like after 1 month I don't like how something's going, I am going to open myself up to changing and making it make better sense. So I will check in monthly so that I can say, okay, this works better than this, so I scratched out and I moved that way, because I'm going to be flexible in the process. That's my 6-month plan. That's how I plan to reach it. I hope that you guys take this information and join me in my 6-month journey. It's going to be really awesome, really fun. I love setting goals and crushing them, and I hope that you guys join me in this process. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and then I'll see you next time.